Welcome back to Badger's Guide to the Countryside. As you can see, we're ready for combat. We've come to do some shooting. We heard that shooting's a bit of a big deal in the countryside.
We did, and someone gave us some guns, which is perhaps a bit silly.
You might not be able to see us on the camera because we put some camouflage paint on.
We're here.
I'll just wave so you can see me. And what we're doing today is we're going to shoot some animals. Well, strictly they're not animals, they're pigeons made out of clay.
Yeah, I think there are some rules about just generally shooting random animals, so we're not going to do that. We're just going to shoot some clay.
What? By the time we leave today...
Yeah, I would hope that we would get you to a standard that you would be able to almost go on a day shooting, a formal day shooting, so that you could shoot with a gun in a safe position. First time, begin. What about that?
Wow, that's done. Thanks for that.
Well shot. Well done. Yeah. What's the back end of it? He did a dog together. That's why we are picking up dogs.
So it's flailing. It's currently in a lot of pain.
Yeah, currently hit the arse. Right through. Yeah.
No animals were injured in any way during the filming of this at all. We were just shooting these. They're pigeons made out of clay. We're drinking a beer, a Badger's beer called Poacher's Choice. Tell us a bit about this beer, Tom.
Poacher's Choice is an excellent beer to be having after you've had a fantastic day out shooting, as we've had, and we've been very successful. This is another countryside pursuit that we have proved to be naturals at. It's a very rich, dark beer, one of the more robust beers in the Badger range. If we pour it, you'll see what I mean when I talk about robust, just simply from the colour.
Again, I poured a fantastic head, I think it's fine.
you really are some sort of a beer expert.
Yeah, something wrong with this glass.
I haven't done much better. But there you go, you can see the dark ruby colour on that. If we hold it up to the light, we've tried a whole range of the Badger beers, but this is one of the darker ones, so we're getting into the territory of
nice sort of after dinner digestive beers, I like to think.
Perhaps a bit wintry as well,
yeah.
Something that's autumnal or winter as we move into the autumn months.
When the pheasants come out and then get shot. What we're talking about here is a beer that's brewed with a touch of licorice, which gives it a bit of sweetness, a bit of spiciness, and also damsons, which is, I think, is a member of the plum family.
It is very similar to a plum.
Very near a plum. It gives it a lot of fruitiness, and what you're getting off the nose is a lot of that sweetness, a lot of that fruit. It's like sticking a nose in a fruit bowl, but it's autumnal fruit.
It is, it's like a spicy fruit bowl. So there's a bit of cinnamon in there and
cloves, yeah.
Yeah, almost like a fruitcake, Christmassy cake sort of smell there.
A fruitcake, Christmassy cake?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah,
Christmas
my favourite kind of cake.
Fruit cake. You like fruits?
Yes.
And plums.
Yeah, I certainly do. But also, it's just a very warming beer as well. It's one that if you were to serve it in a like a brandy balloon or something like that, it's got a lot of depth to it, a lot of complexity. Again, not if you don't like licorice, it's not a beer that you're necessarily not going to like. It's got a very subtle hint of licorice. There's a bit of spice to it. Go on.
I was going
to say.
I was going to say, let's taste it and we
can
talk about the
that's flavour. Yeah.
So as Ben was saying, there is a hint of licorice in there, but it's a sweet licorice. Sometimes the reaction to licorice can be a bit negative because people don't like the bitterness of it, but because this is a very rounded beer, it's got plenty of sweetness in there. It's just a hint of it, isn't it, Ben?
I think it's a fantastic beer, and I think it goes very well with food. It's got all the characteristics of a beer that would go very well with stews, goes very well with big hearty dishes. Game. If you are going to cook pheasants. There's big flavour. Could we have the pheasant back in shot, please?
Dead.
Lucky it didn't.
Dead.
This and that goes amazingly well together. And something like this is fantastic with blue cheese, big Stiltons, big flavoursome cheeses. If you were to put this with a light cheddar, it would get lost because this is a big beer. But this has got the kind of spices, and it's a bit like a accompaniment.
Yeah, and I think going back to something we say all the way through these beer tastings is it's quite strong. It's 5.7%, but if you're having it as a digestif in a brandy glass at the end of the evening with something like cheese, you don't need to drink a pint of it. You can share one bottle between two of you, and that way you can have something different at the beginning of the meal right through to the end. Try some different beers, and this one will sit right at the end of the evening by roaring fire after your pheasant, which you've killed like we did.
We didn't kill any pheasants.
clay pheasants.
Yeah,
Pigeons.
and it goes well with clay pigeon as well.